What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are playing some more Fight Night Champion. Today we are facing off against Canelo Alvarez. We're going to see how this one goes. We've got Antonio Luis in here, 30-0 with 25 finishes. Antonio Luis facing off against Canelo. We're going to see how this goes. I'm excited. This is going to be a very difficult fight. Canelo Alvarez, arguably one of the best middleweights ever, and one of the best middleweights of around today as well. Going to be an interesting matchup. We know Canelo is a very tricky fighter, very powerful, very explosive, very good fight IQ, good head movement. He almost has the full package, you know. So we're really going to need to work hard for this one. Antonio Luis, this is his 31st professional fight, which is not that many. I thought we'd have fought more than that. There you go. Canelo doing a good job earlier trying to attack the body of Antonio. But Antonio is a clean striker. We know this. He's going to try and land very, very flush to the chin of Canelo and make it look pretty. Will he be able to do that against someone like Canelo Alvarez? He was able to do it against Golovkin. Will he be able to do it against Canelo? We'll see. Nice. At the minute, we're just kind of point fighting. We're not really hitting him clean. He's not leaving himself open for too many counters. We cracked him with one there. Okay. Not a bad start for Antonio Luis. Backing up, making him miss quite a bit. He's the taller man, so, you know, bring him to us, basically. This is what Canelo wants. He wants us up against that fence. Okay. And he knows Antonio's a mover, and that is why he's going to the body so well. Early on, anyway. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's go. Big shot there from Canelo. Clean punch lands. Now they're dogging it out. Counter shot there for Antonio. Lands a few more. Good first round, man. This is going to be a good one. Let's go. Round one in the books. Could have gone either way, to be honest. Nice step-in jab there from Alvarez. And he is not leaving himself open for these shots, man. He does not give himself too much space to get countered by, which isn't good for us. Nice straight. Okay. Straight there again, lands flush. Let me know what you think of Antonio's new fight gear. I think it's actually my favourite that he's worn so far. Just keep moving, keep rolling. This one's a bit of a chess match, and I feel like we need to fight it that way. Canelo, very good fighter. Antonio's doing what he needs to here, though, to get a good win, you know? Okay, good shot. Just going to wait on him. Nice. And that is it. Canelo lands 2, we land 4. We got to double up, man. He's the favourite as well, obviously. De La Hoya's like golden boy, I guess. So we really need to put a beating on Canelo here. We need to prove that he is beatable. Obviously, the only person that has beat Canelo Alvarez is Floyd Mayweather. A potential fight with Antonio Luis could be set up after we dominate Canelo. If we do dominate Canelo, you know, there's a good storyline there. Mayweather comes out of retirement, sees the work that Antonio does, and decides to fight this man. Nice. Very similar styles. I do feel like Antonio hits a lot harder than Floyd, though. Very similar styles. And Antonio's won this round. I feel like he's done such a better job this round of dictating the distance, dictating the pace. And I feel like he's landed the more cleaner shots. I'd give that round to Antonio. His eye is swollen. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Round 3. Let's get it. And all I'm trying to do, really, fight smart here. I'm really trying to just poke him with that straight and see what happens. I know Canelo's doing a lot of aggressing. He's definitely being the aggressor. I feel like Antonio is catching him a lot on the way in. There's another straight right lands flush, and Antonio's not even there, man. This is how it was for Golovkin. I feel like Canelo has had some more success, especially early on, rocking us. Always an interesting matchup, though. I love these style of fights, man, where anything can happen. And we need to be on our toes for 12 rounds, you know? They're my favourite kind of fights. Little jab there, just kind of moving. I know he's going to lunge in a minute and make a mistake, and that's when we're going to counter. There we go. Fired that off. Straight right again, finding his home against Canelo Alvarez. I feel like he's having a tough time with the distance, as we can see. He's being very, very thoughtful on the way in. Nice uppercut there. If I can make him miss and drain him, it'll be all good. Beautiful defense there from Antonio. 2 shots on the gloves. Okay. It's going to take a lot to beat Canelo, though. It's going to take a lot. I feel like in the last fight of Antonio's, we actually broke Golovkin. I feel like that was the case there. But this dude is, he's a bit different, you know. He's a bit different-minded. We know what he brings to the table. And we know how he's going to, like, execute his strategy in this fight. Just going to keep my hands up. Not get caught with anything too silly. I feel like we've won this round as well. Going into the next one. That gave us every round so far. I thought it was 2-1, to be honest, but I'll take it. They're like behind on the scorecards, but not too far behind. I feel like he's definitely in this fight, you know. He's definitely in with a shout in this fight. So all we got to do, just answer back. Answer back. We'll be good. Good shot there from Canelo. Actually cancelled out my punch there, which is interesting. So this is, I wanted to put this fight on the hardest difficulty. I wanted to, even if it is very, very difficult, I wanted to put it on the hardest difficulty just to see what happened. Golovkin was on the hardest difficulty as well. These last 2 have been on the hardest ones, and I haven't said anything. I just figured I'd say it now. Why not? Like I said in the last video, I like these kind of style of videos because I get to chill out, just talk about some stuff, and I get to, you know, play one of my favourite games. So I'll just see in the news, actually, Mike Tyson v Roy Jones Jr. is booked, which is absolutely crazy. It's an 8-round exhibition match, no headgear, and bigger gloves, I believe. Very, very enlarged gloves. I'm excited for that. I know it's one of these things where both of these boys shouldn't be fighting, but anytime Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, for that matter, is in the ring doing their thing, I mean, I'm interested. You know, they're absolute legends. I feel like I favour Mike Tyson in that matchup, just because I feel like he's gonna hit harder. He's gonna, you know, he's gonna take it to Roy. I hope it isn't like a fight where we see. If any of you guys are MMA fans, you will see like Tito Ortiz v Chuck Liddell, the last one, and it was just an absolute shit show. Like, they were so old, it just didn't really. You could tell they was done. Excuse me. You could tell they was done, and they was just doing it for like a cash grab, to be honest. And they maybe not just a cash grab. Maybe they was just doing it because they love fighting. But I feel like I think it was under De La Hoya's MMA promotion. And it was absolute shit. Like Dana White even said on it, he said that was like Chuck Liddell shouldn't be fighting. He's done, you know. But De La Hoya milked it, and we had Liddell. Oh, big shot. We had Liddell Ortiz 4, or was it 3? I think it might have been 3. But either way, yeah, they shouldn't have been fighting. They should have been. They should be retired. Ortiz looked actually pretty good, Tito Ortiz, but Chuck Liddell just looked not good at all. It was kind of sad to watch, actually, because he's such an MMA legend, and I just don't want that to happen in this one. I don't want their performance to tarnish their legend and their, like, you know, how people respect them, because I feel like obviously it's different. I feel like Tyson and Roy Jones are definitely some of the best fighters to ever do it. Roy Jones was one of my favourite fighters growing up, and Mike Tyson, like, I love both of those guys. My dad is a huge fan of Mike Tyson. And yeah, I just think, I hope it's a good one. Like, even if it's, I don't want like an absolute war. I don't want them to like bust each other up. I just hope it's fun for the fans. I don't want them to go in there and kill each other, because you know, I'd hate to see either of those guys out cold, face down on the mat at this day and age. You know, I'd hate to see that, but I hope it's a decent little, you know, a competitive little, even if it's just like a spar, you know, where they just kind of get in there and mix it up. Obviously, being an exhibition, it's not going to account on any of their records. It's not a, I believe it is a licensed bout, but it's not going to be on anyone's record. So it's not, if Mike Tyson knocks Roy Jones out, Roy Jones isn't going to get another loss on his record, I believe. I think that's how it works anyway. But yeah, I'm excited though. I'm excited. Anytime Mike Tyson does anything, I'll get excited. He's a funny dude, man. And Roy Jones as well, very good commentator now as well. I think he does a lot for HBO. I'm excited. I'm excited for that fight. Even if it is like two old men getting in there. I feel like it's going to be different from Chuck Liddell to Tito Ortiz, but I guess we'll see. Let me know your thoughts and predictions down in the comments below. I'd be very intrigued to hear what you think about Mike Tyson, Roy Jones. I don't know if it's actually signed. I think it is. I'm excited. Anyway, into round 6 now. We're just chilling, talking about some boxing. Chilling out. I might ask you guys for some topics to talk about in these videos. I feel like that could be pretty cool. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you want to see in the future. And if you have any topics, let me know. I've got a few in my mind anyway. Like we have the Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight, which has apparently been booked, but which doesn't really make sense because Fury Wilder has been booked for December. The trilogy, I don't know why there's a trilogy. In my opinion, and I'm probably going to get some shit for this, but in my opinion, I feel like Fury won the first fight. I don't think Wilder done enough, even with the knockdowns. I think Fury won the first one, and obviously we know what happened in the second. He got absolutely fucking bulldozed. But I feel like we're just going to see the same. I feel like Wilder is just going to, you know, get done again. I feel like, I don't know how he's going to get beat, if it's by a point decision, or I feel like Fury's going to win that fight. But if Fury underestimates Wilder, you got to think he's been in there twice with him. He's felt his power. He arguably won the first fight. A lot of people, I think like over 80% of the people think he won the first fight. In the second fight, he knocks him out cold, like clean as hell. And then in this one, you got to think Fury might be thinking, bro, this dude just ain't it. He's not on my level. And I don't want Fury to go in there being very, very overconfident about it, because as we've seen in the past, if you're overconfident in boxing, you get clipped and you get taken out, bro. You get smashed. So I kind of hope Fury doesn't underestimate Wilder. I know he's been in there with him twice. He's felt his power. He's been down as well. That's another thing. He's tasted the power and he's gone and hit the canvas. So I do hope, really, I really hope that Fury isn't going to take this one lightly, and he's going to go in there and beat him again and end the rivalry, the trilogy, whatever. I hope that's what happens, but I guess we'll see. This is boxing after all. And then we're on to other things. We're on to AJ and Tyson Fury. I'm very excited for that one. That's going to be a very, very interesting fight. I don't know how that goes, actually. I think it can go either way. I think Fury can outbox AJ, because I do feel like Fury is the superior boxer out of the three. But I do feel like AJ has that power to be able to knock him out. I think if AJ makes it a brawl, like he did with Klitschko, I think it could be a tough night for Fury. But I guess we'll see about that. I'm excited to see how that goes. I've seen loads of comments saying that, like, AJ's a bum and he's this and he's that, and I disagree. I feel like he's a very good fighter. I feel like he doesn't get the respect he deserves just because he's like the poster boy of boxing. He's like the UK's CANELO ALVAREZ, you know. He's the biggest face. I mean, and Fury and them two. I even like Dillian White. I think Dillian White deserves a little bit more respect. He's a good dude. I'd like to see him fight maybe like a Ruiz or even Wilder, someone like that. I feel like he does deserve a big fight. He's been doing it a while. Obviously, he had the big fight with Joshua, came up short, but I believe he did crack him in that fight. He took it to him, I believe. And speaking of taking to him, look at this Luis fight right here, man. I feel like Luis is starting to run away with this, but we have to be careful with Canelo's power. He's rocked us twice in this one. Stamina-wise as well, I'm actually very proud of myself. Look at the stamina for Antonio. Wow. Usually I'd be like nearer the bottom ends now. So I'm kind of happy with that. I feel like we're doing a lot of footwork here, and we're just, you know, fighting very, very smart. Surprised he hasn't been rocked. I feel like this fight's been a lot more competitive compared to the Golovkin bout. I feel like it has been a lot more competitive, but I guess we'll see. I know we're not done yet. Like, Canelo could crack me and knock me out, but yeah, I feel like it has been a lot closer in this one. They've gave us every round bar one. That's crazy. I could have just lost that round talking about boxing, you know. That's just how I do it. But this is on the greatest of all time. I'm very proud of myself so far for how we've fought, you know. Antonio's making this. He's not making it look easy because we just lost. Oh, that was a nice uppercut there from Canelo. I'm excited to see Canelo back in the ring. I thought the fight with Billy Joe Saunders was going to go ahead. I don't know what's happening there. I feel like Canelo v Billy Joe Saunders is a very good fight, and I do feel like we haven't really. Oh, I mean, we have seen Canelo fight a mover. We've seen him fight one right now, but we have seen him fight a mover in Floyd. I know Billy Joe Saunders is nowhere near, like not even in the same sentence. I feel bad mentioning Billy Joe and Floyd, but I like Saunders. I feel like he's a good fighter. His style is good. I feel like his personality is a bit of a dick sometimes, but I like his fight style. He gets things done. I'd like to see Saunders take a step up though, you know, like a Canelo or a Golovkin. Someone where, like, if he beats them or puts on a good show, he's in that, like, elite. We've seen Danny Jacobs take on both, and unfortunately come up short. I do like Danny Jacobs, but I feel like he's in there with a shout of being one of the elite in the middleweight division, even if he did lose to both of those. I would also like to see a return Canelo-Golovkin. Like, every time they fight, it's a barn burner, and I do feel like Golovkin won one of those fights. I feel like Canelo did win the other one, though, even though it was a draw. I feel like it's 1-1, even with the draw. But it's different, because in Tyson Fury v Wilder, I feel like that is 2-0 for Fury. If I was Fury, I mean, I know it's in the contract, and he kind of has to. But if that wasn't in place, I'd be like, fuck you, man, we beat you twice. But yeah, there's a rematch clause in place, I believe, for Fury Wilder, and that is why we're seeing the trilogy. I believe Wilder triggered it, like, he triggered it. He triggered it. I'm trying to concentrate and beat this guy up, and I'm also trying to commentate. He triggered it, like, I think he triggered it a few hours after the fight or something like that, or a few days. So yeah, this video is me a lot more chill, you know, just talking about some of the stuff going on and stuff like that. If you guys are fans of the other videos on the channel, please check out Ghost of Tsushima. It's a very good samurai game, and I've been loving it. I've completed it recently, and the ending is amazing. The ending is absolutely amazing. If you guys like history, it's a little bit light on history, but some of the events did happen about samurais and stuff. Let me know. Let me know. Just go and check it out, man. You guys will love that. There's another game coming up very soon in Destroy All Humans. It was an old game. It came out so many years ago, and it's just been remade. I'll be checking it out on July 28th. If you guys even like my other content, I mean, I hope you do. I hope you guys go and check it out. I know it doesn't get the same sort of love as the sports games, and I wish it did, to be honest, man. I put a lot of effort into this shit. And I'm not complaining. Like, if you guys, it doesn't matter, guys, if you watch one video a week or thousands. It does not matter to me. As long as you guys are here supporting, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. I'm grateful for all the support I get anyway. I feel like I'm a channel with 1 million subscribers, even though I get about a few comments a video. It makes my day. Like, I read the comments. I'll like be eating dinner, and or I'll be eating lunch or something, and I'll just be vibing, reading them comments, you know. So I appreciate you guys. I know I say a lot in the comments. I say thank you, I say I appreciate you, but it's very true, you know. This channel wouldn't be the same without the people that watch it every day and give their love and support. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody. If you're still here watching this video and you're not bored to tears as well, I want to say a big thank you, man. You guys are what makes this channel so fun, and why I continue to do this. So there we go. enough soppy shit. Let's get back to talking games. Yeah, so we got Destroy All Humans. Some of you guys aren't probably going to believe this commentary's live, and I know, like, I've got this weird ability now I've gathered over the years from doing YouTube so long, where I can just play and talk about something completely different. And it seems like I'm whooping Canelo's arse here. I don't feel like I am, but we're getting close to it. We used up a lot of stamina in that round as well. We've got to be careful. But yeah, anyway, I'm sidetracking. Destroy All Humans. That is out, I believe, July 28th. There's also another little game out on July 28th. It is about a game where you are a person that's been shrunk. It kind of reminds me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where you get shrunk and you are in the back garden. If you guys ever seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I remember watching it when I was little. Basically, you are shrunk and you have to survive. It's a survival game in a backyard, but you are very, very small. So bugs like ladybugs and spiders and everything are ginormous. Ants are ginormous. So yeah, you've got to kind of defend yourself against them. You make like little bases in like blades of grass and stuff like that, and trees. I feel like it's going to be really cool. I'm excited for it. It's something a little bit different on the channel, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then after them two games, it is the big one, UFC 4 coming out. I'm very excited for that. I just put a poll on my channel recently about what you guys want to see, and UFC 4 at the minute, just reading this now, it'll probably be different by the time you guys read it, but it is 204 votes and 85% said UFC 4. There was games on there like golf. There was, what else was on there? Golf, Minecraft, GTA 4 and UFC 4, I believe. I've mixed it in with some of the games you guys might want to see. Oh, and Windbound. Windbound is on there as well. But yeah, UFC 4 absolutely landslided it. I thought it would. I just wanted to see how it would do in a poll. Like, it's kind of silly. I'm going to play UFC 4 regardless, if you guys are wondering. I'm going to play it regardless. It's just, I wanted to see how one-sided it would be in a poll. And I knew it would be. I just wanted to see the love and support for UFC. It's crazy. I've got a lot of UFC fans on the channel, a lot of boxing fans. And I know it's my best kind of series on the channel, and I'm eternally grateful for that. I really am, really grateful for all the love and support on them series. But I know my bread and butter, if that makes sense, boxing and cage fighting, which is it's good because it's my favourite sport. It works over well, and I remember talking to I spoke to a few big YouTubers before, and I said, like, how do I get the audience and how do I grow? And I've been doing this years, and I've been doing before the Fight Night and UFC stuff, I've been just uploading all new games, like Let's Plays of all new games, and stuff like that. And I remember saying to this dude, like, how do I grow? How do I do my thing? How do I break out from all the other Let's Players? And he said, find your niche, find what you love, find what you're good at, and find what you enjoy, and people will notice that in the commentary and in the videos and the gameplay and how you react and your emotions and stuff in the game. Find your niche and they will come, basically. And then one day UFC 3 dropped, and I didn't even realise, I wasn't even looking for my niche at this point. I just thought I'd cover UFC 3's career mode on the channel because I love combat sports, and I didn't even think of it at the time, like, find your niche. And then I covered it and the views started coming in, and I was like, bro, I've had a few videos do well that aren't UFC. I've had like Fallout Shelter, that gave me like 40,000 views or something crazy. I just wish all those guys subscribed that watched it. That'd be insane. But yeah, he said find your niche, and I guess UFC started to roll in. And I was going to do a few episodes on it anyway, maybe like 2 or 3 careers. But then the views really started to come in, like 28,000, 30,000, and I'm like, bro, I need to continue on with this. And I could see in the comments as well, like, so many people were enjoying it, and I was enjoying it. I was enjoying making these characters, making them all diverse and different in every way. So we had like a very good kicker, we had a good boxer, we had a wrestler, you know, stuff like that. And then I come up with the idea. It's really weird, and I've never spoke about this before on the channel, but I played Fallout Shelter, and in Fallout Shelter it's like a mobile game, but it came over to Xbox, and it came on the freaking console. And basically, you can name your dwellers. They're called like little vault dwellers. You can name them after people. So I was getting people to comment down below if they wanted to be in the vault. They'd have a little character in the vault. You could only get like 150 people in there, but I managed to like fill it up with viewers, which was really cool. And I figured, how can I make that into UFC? How can I bring that over into the UFC 3 concept? And then like it's like a light bulb shined above my head, and I thought, I know, I can get people to submit their characters and give a series on that character. And then that was boom. That was like what we do now with the Fight Night. This is obviously a submitted character with Antonio Luis, and UFC is also with at the minute it is Sergey Kristov. So it's really cool how it's things like that have, you know, shaped the path going forward. But yeah, anyway, find your niche. I've just gone off track. The YouTuber said find your niche, find what you love and what you're good at. And then I uploaded one Fight Night video as like just a tester to see if you guys wanted more. Even if it got like 50 views, I was going to upload it again. But yeah, and then I uploaded it, and then the views really came in. Like, I think Fight Night now stands on 71,000 views. So a massive amount for me compared to what I usually get. So I was like, damn, like, I love boxing. It's my favourite sport. Like, I like football. Like soccer if you're from the States. I like soccer or football, but I feel like boxing is like my favourite sport. Like, I always go downstairs and show my dad like boxing footage and like new fights and old fights even, and we talk about it a lot and stuff. And he talks about Duran, he talks about Hagler, Hearns, freaking Tyson, all of those guys, and it's, I don't know. I always say he was so lucky growing up watching all of them, and today I've grown up with, like, no disrespect to AJ and Fury and all that, but I'd rather grow up with Tyson and all of those guys. But it is what it is. They're still years in their career, so maybe they'll be legends. I just wish they fought more. I said this to a Swiftless the other day. I wish they fought more. I wish there was more activity, I guess, where like UFC fighters fight like sometimes 3-4 times a year. These guys once or two, you know, 1 or 2. So there you go. I feel like Antonio has just absolutely landslided this, and yes, he has. Antonio Luiz gets another win. That makes him 31-0 with 25 finishes. A very good record for the young star. A big win over CANELO Alvarez as well. What a fight. And CANELO took it to us, but Antonio very elusive, proving again that he is one of the most elusive fighters in the world. Big win for Antonio tonight. What I'm going to do, guys, is end today's episode here. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, smash the like button, comment and subscribe, and I will see you for more Fight Night Champion next time. So that's all, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you all again in the next video.